All right, so now inside position. How the inside position happens is if the guy gets his foot flat on the floor. It's a typical defense for any type of ankle lock position, right? And from there, we can then move into what we call the inside position from the outside position. So I'm on the outside position here, so my back's to you, okay? Rourke now starts putting his foot flat on the floor and starts building the base up, right? So now I have to not be on this hip. If I stay on this hip, he's going to be able to pass and do a whole lot of different movements to get past my legs and basically get into a side control position. So from here, I go into a butterfly position, I step on his hip, and now I get onto my opposite hip. So if you see now, I have to be on my opposite hip, right? I'm not flat. If I'm flat, if I ask Rourke to put his foot on the floor, all right, he can put his whole sole on the floor, and now this is going to be a problem. As soon as I extend him out and up on my hip, and now if I ask him to put his foot on the floor, right, it's very, very difficult, as well as I'm using my butterfly hook, right, to generate different types of pressure to separate his hip from his ankle. From this position now, obviously I can step on his hip if I want to, right, but I just literally, just like the outside position, keep my foot on the outside. Don't worry too much about the heel hook right now. If the guy starts turning and attacking the heel hook, we will go over that, okay? But what I need to also understand now is I'm always using my knee to push his knee on the inside. And if I push it too much, right, his knee will touch the floor and I'll be forcing belly down position. But before that, we're going to start attacking the heel, the Aoki lock here. So again, I shift his heel to the inside of my position. I get my grip, right? And from here now, I use my knee, right, to push this way, as well as I pull my elbow back. I squeeze my knees together, and then I'll start getting a tap from this position with the Aoki, all right? I don't want to push it too much down, all right, so I can get some type of slippage, okay? So again, I'm in this position, all right? I need to get his heel center line on my body. I can go elbow, shift it, now center line on body. I connect now. I use my knee. I push his knee in. I start levering up and I start getting some type of tap from this position. Again, if the knee now starts going down and he starts pulling his heel, his knee to the ground, I'm going to get onto my head, and now we start getting into our standard belly down position finishes. So again, we're on the outside, right? He comes up, he puts his heel flat, okay? And now this is going to become a problem, all right? So I swim my butterfly in, I take his heel off the ground, and I extend him out, and I get onto my hip. If I'm flat, he's going to be able to push his heel back down. Now I have to extend him back out, right, and get into this position. I'm not throwing this leg over at all. I'm keeping this on the inside, and I have two options now. I finish it from this position, right, by shifting the heel in and getting the tap here, okay? Or I take my knee, I pinch it down, or he carries on the rotation, and I go belly down, and from here, I finish from here. The third option is that he's up, right? And I'm in this position. I've transferred the heel onto the inside. And now he's trying to push his heel back down flat. When I feel this is happening, and I would only do this with the Aoki, when I feel this is happening, I'm going to elevate my hips and I'm going to push him back to the outside. So as he starts pushing, I step, push back on the outside, and then I force the belly down, and I get the finish from this position. Again, I wouldn't do it with the straight ankle lock because of the leg position. All right, I might not get a good break and a tap from that position, but with the Aoki lock, I'm on the outside, he starts bracing back up, all right, I butterfly, I extend, I grab my elbow, I get the heel on the inside of the body, I start connecting from this position, right, he starts pushing his heel back, I take my legs, the butterfly hook out, right, I connect it to the outside and my foot is on his hip. So now, as he starts pushing, I elevate my hip up and I push him back down. Once I'm back down from here, we're on the outside position and I'm able then to start finish from either he taps here or we go belly down and he'll tap here. So again, quick review. The retaining of the position on the outside, all right? We have our outside Ashi with both our legs on the outside, understanding to straighten the leg and cross step over, or I step out and I connect the butterfly. If he comes flat, then I turn my hip to the opposite side. Now my hip's on the opposite side, it's hard for him to put his heel flat on the floor, right? Because of my butterfly Ashi and my leg, right? I can either finish it from here with our Aoki or straight ankle, okay? Or I force the belly down and I get the finish here from belly down position. If he's in that position and there's some type of force and I can feel he's shooting his heel to the floor, I take the butterfly Ashi out, right? I elevate my hips and I take him back to the outside Ashi. And then from here, I start getting the finish either from outside Ashi or from belly down Ashi. Okay. And that's our inside position, all right? Mixed in with the outside position. Understanding the importance of the inside position is definitely being on one hip. If I'm flat on my back, just remember, guys, our opponent will be able then to push his sole of the foot onto the floor and start the defense of the leg lock.